areas. So solar PV technology can deploy in remote and off-grid areas by providing electricity communities without that traditional power infrastructure. So that is also economic development that will help by utilizing the different renewables. That first example is for the solar PV. Okay, that is the solar photovoltaic. So what is the solar photovoltaic? Just we have seen the basic concept. Also we can see the definition. Yes, here the solar photovoltaic technology is method of generating electricity from the sunlight. So by using the semiconductor materials as well as convert light of that particular photon into the electrical energy, or we can say electricity, that some voltage, electrical voltage will produce through the photoelectric current. Okay, so that is history, how and when it is started on this. So that is basically this first photovoltaic effect. It is discovered there. It is not new concept. So now we are using in the different way, with an innovative way. But this concept is basically discovered in 1839. So French scientists have developed this, or just discovered this concept. Later on, many scientists have worked in the different labs, and solar cell was developed in 1950. Yes, so that developed by the labs. Okay, so this global importance it is there nowadays. What is that? So solar PV is basically concerned that renewable movement and offering a clean and decentralized energy solution to meet the rising global energy demand without that depleting the nature sources. And type of, yes, that is off-grid systems, that on-grid systems or grid-connected systems, as well as hybrid systems. That system can work in off-grid as well as on-grid both. So that is what is the benefit of these systems here. The grid-connected one, that is basically what, that is tied to the utility or grid one, as well as supply excess energy and draw from the grid. And here benefit is what? To grid-connected one, reduce the grid dependency as well as potential bill savings. Here the off-grid, that in this one, this price rate will be less in case of the grid connected. Here in the off-grid it will be little bit higher as compared to standard system. So this is basically independent from the grid, as well as paired with the battery for continuous power, as well as sometimes this kind of system is off-grid system require always the power backup like a diesel generator to maintain the system reliability. Sometimes it is possible that due to nature problems that battery is not charged, solar is not working. At that time, due to the you want to continue your emergency operation, or that load want to continue emergency operation, at that time yours that diesel can work. So hybrid one, that combined grid connected off-grid for the greater reliabilities. That is benefit is that less grid resilience as well as more control over the end-grid. Just structure also we have shown here. Basically grid connected one is there, where the grid is disconnected, and this is kind of that. Also diesel generator is connected here. So grid one and hybrid, if we switch on this one and this one both, with the diesel generator grid connected, the hybrid one. And controls for the separate mechanism. Okay, control mechanism. Component of the solar PV system, what are that? So all of you know, maybe so when we will install the solar panel, maybe you have some experiment also in your labs, basics labs. So what is that? So that component is a panel, obvious the solar panel is required. That's charge controller. Then that is basically regulate the voltage and current to the battery. As batteries also that can store the power whenever solar will give power. If there is not other loads at that time will charge. If some load is there, at that time it can supply. As well as inverter to convert, if AC load, regulated AC load is there, at that time it can convert AC to DC to vice versa. So just structure also it is given here. That net metering also we have included. Later on the concept net metering we will see. So challenges, yes, that is just some few challenges is there. Yes, earlier it was a very big problem, that initial capital cost. Nowadays it is also reducing. As well as intermittent nature, yes, all of you know, due to the weather condition, the solar output will change. As well as energy storage cost will be always there. Whenever solar will not be there, or sun energy will not be at that time, when it is available at that time you can store. Whenever it is not there, then at that time you can utilize that storage energy. And land use. This is also whenever the large land or large that use power we want from the solar at that time, large land is required. Okay, so this is the main challenges due to this. Global trends, what is there? Nowadays, the global trend related to the bi-facial solar cells nowadays developing, also the recently that hydrogen-based solar cell also, if you have seen this technology, that also developed. So that solar trees. So one example it is there in the both CSIR, CMER, that is biggest solar tree example and 11.5 global. Here also and solar power grids. So that is also that it is there in this Tata Motors and Tata Power inaugurated India's largest solar carport. That is basically carport. It is car plant in the Pune. It is inaugurated and they are utilizing the carports. Here, India's commitment. What is the commitment of India's related to that? This is now from here that recent thing will start. That here, basically, India is committed to that at least the 40% of the electricity will be generated by that. This is target. Okay, they have just committed. I decided, initially decided, we don't want to rely on that fossil fuels conventional one. So that is our target. They have decided. How much they will achieve? Later on, I will describe it will be clear. So here that India's achieved target of net zero emission also, that everywhere this is a very big problem, and achieving under the sustainable goals, sustainable development goals in this globally. So this is again one criteria of net zero emissions. That is by 2070. That net zero emission will be also meet. That is also committed by India in global platforms. So they are committing, that is fine, but what will be the actual condition, how much they will achieve, that maybe that is not. But up to the 2070 they have committed. Yes, but yes, will be they sure about that as it is increased and they will meet that up to the 40% whatever they have targeted is by the different renewable energy sources. And here carbon emissions per billion tons, that is by 2030. And it will take non-fossil fuels energy capacity of what that will be placed by in the end of the 2030, that is basically 500 gigawatt by this one. And benefit we will talk about, yes, that are benefit that carbon emissions will be reduced as increase the renewable energies and reduce the electricity cost of the government and electricity of the household will be provided in a cheaper cost. And if we talk about the act and policies related to the solars and its development. So from where this concept came? Earlier was that electrical market was regulated. If you know this is when it is deregulated, this is part of the deregulated power market only. This is possible in the deregulated. The provision of the small generation is came and distributed generation as well as renewable generations. This came in the Electricity Act 2003 due to the amendment of the previous acts. Okay, that is happened due to the collapse of the power system. First collapse, that major collapse happened in the Odisha also. If you know the Odisha blackouts, it happened in the 2000s as well as the previous some part portion happened. So after that, in the parliament, it is passed. So that is in 2000. So that developed and provision of the solar as well as different electricity resources, that alternative resources, the renewable resources. So time condition of the tariff revolution also is to be basically guided by the promotion of the co-generations as well as the distributed generations. We can also say that also generation electricity from the renewables energies. And function of the commissions, what was the function at that time that within this act, that is to promote co-generation and generation of electricity from the renewable resources by providing suitable measure of connectivity with the grid cell of the electricity persons, that is also by specifying how much and what is the purchase, what is the sell from the different resources and what should be the consumption and resource generations. And tariff policies, that again it is amended into that is basically amendment whatever happened finally in the 2016. Okay, after this development. So within this percentage, so made applicable to start with State Electricity Regulatory Commissions (SERCs) shall also reserve the minimum percentage of purchased solar energy. It is decided, and according to the different tariffs, it is reached up to the 8% of the consumption of energy, and excluding hydropowers by March 2022 by the central government from the time to time they are making the amendment in that also. So till that whatever amendment happened in the 2016 tariff is being here used for the all renewables and consumption. So renewable purchase obligations. If we are installing the renewable energy resources, so that RPO should have some commitment within that, yes, some minimum amount of whatever generated from renewable energy resources. Just data we have taken for the just as per the Ministry of Power notification record is happened in 2023 up to 2023. So this is basically in West Bengal solar, that percentage you can see is on total renewable is 17%, and Jharkhand also total renewable is what, that 25%. And for other, it is also according to the year what is the target as well as total renewable percentage is also mentioned. That's for knowledge. So what is the network interface? It is there. Yes, metering structure always it is required. So we will talk about that also. This is just arrangement of the off-grid system as well as grid connected system as well as hybrid systems. Okay, it will be the grid connected system and this is the hybrid one. Here, metering arrangements. Yes, if we are installing the, I am not talking about only the solar. If whatever the hybrid or wind as well as solar, then also the metering structure we have to decide. And earlier it was also that based on the gross metering arrangement we can decide the total benefits or savings. Now we are basically that smart meter or that by integrating the net metering arrangement we are deciding what saving we are taking and how much we are taking from these sources. And annual saving as well as monthly saving it will be reflected in the different bills. Okay. So that is basically injection to the first gross metering we talk, injection to the distribution system and different purchase agreements, PPAs as a cost of generation from other sources, by the cost of power also from this PV, whatever it is there, it will be subtracted. As the self-consumption within that, as well as comparison with the utility tariff. Yes, always utility tariff also have seasonal variations also, or as per your agreement, you will shift in this season maybe the different types. Okay, time of use tariff you are applying that or that maybe day in a particular day or season means whatever agreement it is there from the different state electricity board, according to that you have to pay. So net metering limits as well as its amendment rules. It is happened by the technological innovations and net metering camp. It is happened recently in 2021 when it is implemented in bulk the renewable energy sources as well as integration of the grid connected solar PVs as well as other renewables. So that if we talk about that West Bengal, Odisha, Tripura and Chhattisgarh, related to that consumer having sanction load, different sanction load and contract demand up to the 5 kilowatt may set up the solar PV system under net metering arrangement. And if we talk about that in this Odisha one, that here net metering consumers are allowed to load up to the 500 kilowatt. And here Tripura within that different states regulatory commissions has divided phase-wise implementation of renewables, and they have decided different capacities also according to them. Just I have given this example. Okay, so electricity right of consumers, that amendment rules related to that. So this is basically that 11.4 arrangement, 11.4. So there is the arrangement of net metering, gross metering, net billing, as well as net fees in salary accordance with the regulation whatever amendment is done, that by the state commissions. According to that, net meeting or that different meeting process, that cross meeting or that meeting will be done. And it is basically commissioning may be allowed meeting by the prosumers, by the load up to the 500 kilowatt and up to the sanction load, whatever it is there as per the consumer's requirement, as well as state energy commissions, as well as they will do the survey according to the survey. And net meeting and its billing. So within that, any access, whatever accessory energy is there, that is basically injected from the rooftop solars. It is or in not only the rooftop solars, it is hybrid system is there that also will be applicable. So that is solar sources being more than the 90% of the consumption of energy. At that time, it will be given to the grid. So if it is there, this percentage is there of the energy by the consumers from the license supplied in each billing period shall be adjusted and carried out over the next billing period within this net billing. As well as slab tariff is under the slab tariff, different slab tariffs you are working, so as whatever applicable is there shall be applicable for net supplied by particular license in a billing period, or whatever mutual agreement is there by that regulatory commission. If you are a company as a commercial consumers, so whatever regulatory commission decided as per your mutual agreement, that or whatever rule is applicable, that will be fined by that regulatory commission. So time of day tariffs, that it is kind of tariff. For example, here for time of day consumers that utilize this tariff, time of day tariff, so TOD, electricity consumptions in any time block in the first compensated will be injected energy in the same time blocks, as well as any assess over the consumption within the time block it is there, so accounted in a manner that it is basically accessed within that particular block, or that we can say immediate lower time block. It is adjusted, the metering. Okay, but this material maybe 100 unit, whatever the total consumption is basically the 150 unit within that period. So within that it will be adjusted at the end of financial year. Okay, so that is basically total energy supplied by the license is less than the basically energy injected by the consumer. That basically comes not to pay the net energy injected exceeds of 90% of the total consumption in a year. That ensures that the beginning of each financial year cumulative current units will be adjusted. After that, it will be reset to the zero under the net metering. And all other charges, fixed charges, meter, rent, government, and that charges to be paid by the consumers always within that period. So growth of RE generations capacities, yes, you can see from that 14 to 20 that from the MNRE activities that are so. Yes, for the especially for the solar and wind, as well as total renewables, you can see this increase. And just capacity is also written. And you can see as compared to wind that growth in the solar is more. And here you have already seen when I saw the intensity, wind density, that as compared to that wind intensity, solar intensity within this Indian locations, it is more as compared to the wind one, because wind everywhere you cannot ensure. So price of solar, yes, earlier what was the price per unit, and now you can see that just 1670 nowadays also it is coming out of the code. This is data I not have, but that we have done some case study analysis also, and here we have also analyzed our analytic yoga code, and within the maximum also different analysis I have done, different tools I will also tell you that. So we have seen it is coming less than the 4 or nearby 4. Okay, so this is just initially it was 18 point up to the 19 or 20 also before that. So now is that up to 17 it can just as per the different data MNRE has given according to that it is basically can up to the 5.6 or nearby 5. And this is the price of the reserve biddings. Yes, that is basically reverse bidding prices that buyers and sellers to the agreement, whatever power available, they will bid at the lowest price or consumption. So according to that, we can see that it also reduced average price and lowest price. So different particular regulations as well as act. According to that, our different resources, distributed resources, renewable resources we can plan. So for that, we have some regulations according to the 2013. The objective is basically amendment as well as this regulation is that to ensure the safe operation when it is integrated with the grid, different renewables integrated, especially solars. Nowadays it is very famous as well as it is easy to install everywhere as compared to the wind one. So that is basically what the operation, safe operation and integrity and reliability of the grid and distributed generation resources, means generating station using electricity nearby the load at the different voltage level and the distribution systems. So at the voltage level of the load practically cable within the distribution systems. The appropriate licensing shall carry out the interconnection study to determine the different factors that maybe that point of common coupling is there, we can say point of interconnection, required interconnection facilities. It is must, it should be there at the PCCs, different connections you can do. So according to that, in the existing electricity system, the provision of interconnection always should be there at the PCC or the interconnection point to accommodate the different interconnection. Whenever it is different, we can interchange the feeders connections, we can interchange the different load, sometimes load shedding or the feeder rearrangement is like this, some emergency area it is there, at that time we have to give the supply. So that arrangement at the CCC should be there, point of common coupling or point of connections. So maximum net capacity, yes, that is maximum net capacity under this provision that for the distributed energy resources allocation, that should be shared. Maybe the three-phase system or the single-phase system is there. That can be interconnected within the systems. And likely to impact, if anyone, related to the quality of service consumers, that should be there for the electricity system. And measure the mitigate for some impact that is coming, that should be mitigated. So again, the center regulatory commissions or authority that have again regulations as per the 2013, that is basically it should be safe. We are planning substation grounding, it is must, as well as metering, as well as the measurement of harmonic injections. If you are indicating that yes, solar or the whatever is, it will involve the alternate device. So that is chance of injecting within the grid, injecting the harmonics. So it should not more than the permissible limit. That should be as per the IEEE 509 guideline. So just if it is some system, it is there or based on only the solar systems. Okay, so just overview of solar rooftop I have included. Just I will finish very soon after that. Hybrid system also is there when solar and wind is there at that time. So the potential of the rooftop solars, HRES in India, that is basically rooftop solars, and what is the target? It is mentioned at the last row. So that is for the target area, that is it is there the residential consumers as well as commercial industrial consumers nowadays. So that will be basically through the MNRE without subsidy. It is there beyond the 3 kilowatt. It is there that is without subsidy. If it is less than that subsidy, they will offer for the residential consumers. Also that I am talking to the PMSCBY, that initiative that we are working for that. Our NIT Durgapur is nodal center for that. We are working for implementation in different states, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Bihar, as well as that is with the NPTL. So that is also one initiative is that is basically targeting how much, that is targeting the 20 gigawatt. This is target, not existing, this is target. And under this, as well as the no CF which is provided, that central fund agency is there, as well as within this second category under net metering and net billing systems or gross billing system. So within this basically potential of 560 gigawatt they have targeted to install within this initiatives. So Government of India initiative, just I am talking these things, what is the utilization nowadays, the utilization of the different renewable energy resources, mainly the solar. Why the solar, why not wind as I have given? Because the wind potential is not everywhere, it is easy to install the wind system. But solar, if small potential it is there, that may generate less power. Okay, but you can store that power, utilize later on. Okay, but intensity is good within the India related to the solar. That's why I have given the intensity map also for that. So this is basically initiative that government of India has launched as various schemes, maybe that solar park schemes, that also the CPSU scheme, defense schemes related to bank also they have promoted and given incentives to each of these things. Actually, where the India ranks for fifth in the solar power development, that within this, as per the report of MNRE as well as global initiative reports for the renewable energy, that is as on the 36 2023, the fifth rank in the solar power development. Here total projected installed, that is till now, that is 70 gigawatt only, that non-market solar project, up to that 57 rooftop dispatch as well as operate this 2.57 gigawatt. If just for knowledge in which state what is the solar, I'm just skipping this slide. If this slide will be there, if you want some data, coordinator is there. So about the grid connected system, yes, I have already told that what is the solar and what different type of grid connected operate. So just for knowledge again, recap this thing here. Here the significance of solar in India, that is renewable energy, how we are mixing and what is the basically significance of using the renewables, especially PV and later on the wind also. Why if we talk later on the hybrid one, so which one is more effective, more efficient hybrid system, that is basically solar and wind, because the solar and wind both are in complementary nature. If in the, what is the condition? In condition is that in a particular area, solar as well as wind potential is there. Everywhere it is not true. So this is nothing here. So yes, it should be available. Solar resources, it should be there. That is 300 sunny days per year. You can consider potential generation over 500 trillion kilowatt hours annually and global initiatives, as well as SL solar missions of 100 gigawatt of the solar capacity. 2020, purchase of emissions RPUs, and energy security is also that also then significance the independence, as well as reduce reliance on imported fossil fuels and enhance energy self-sufficiency. And economic growth and job creations, more development is there. Yes, obvious that economic growth will be there and more jobs will be available in these energy sectors. That is here. Per unit, that it is just the job creation factor per unit is near about 0.8 to 0.8 per unit production of energy from the renewables. Just data they have given. So within the different report it will vary from the 0.8 to 0.8. So environmental impact, yes, if we planning this one, yes, that air pollution will reduce as well as carbon emission will reduce and support India's commitment to the Paris Agreement target also. Rural electrifications development is there, that already developing countries they are targeting. So we are also under this one developed as well as that still we are developing. So that is fine in the different areas. So according to that we have to target for the renewable solutions. Cost competitions, yes, it is there solar installations of different renewable cost will competitive, and stability and flexibility of the power availability is there, and we can maintain more loads within the available quantity. Policy support and incentives. Yes, just for information, it is there that is basically what is the initiative by the Honorable Prime Minister and from India coordinators here, as well as post initiative with the NPTL, Durgapur. Within that what that is Honorable Prime Minister has given on the 13th to 2024 as targeted infrastructure connected solar rooftop. That is totally free up to the 3 kilowatt in the rural areas according to the financial year that is the total cost as well as just time. That is basically what target is up to the 2030. The target is the 1 crore household to private because that's the availability of electricity.
Sir, are these free or
free up to the 3 kilowatt in the rural areas. That ISCOM also the part of that different DPC just we are working for that. So I have knowledge of this West Bengal as well, DPC and regulatory electricity commissions. So that agreement is there. They have targeted based on yes, different component for the solar grid connected rooftop solar systems. So GR and PSPP systems. Just we have targeted. This is a single line diagram based on the installation pattern of the solar. That is the grid is there. Yes, this is the energy metering system. After that, the grid interface panel is there. IT panel is there. After that, what the voltage protection for that over voltage protection we have to use. If number of solar panel unit is 2 based on the 2 different converter units, yes, we have to install. If sometimes some problem happen in this unit, then this unit can work and our load can satisfy the particular demand, whatever demand is there according to that. Okay, so you may think that how we have to calculate the area, how we have to calculate the rating, so that some parameter is there. I will discuss with you. So area required for installation for grid connected rooftop solar. I just targeted how. Just assume the efficiency. Always solar panel efficiency as well as rating will be there in the solar panels. So based on that, just assume it is 15 to 20%. So area required typically that as per the different technical specification code, that is for the per kilowatt, that is 10 to 12 is per meter per kilowatt. According to that, yes, calculation for 5 megawatt or 3 megawatt, whatever is that I have given for 5 megawatt. So 5 kilowatt peak. So for 5 kilowatt, yes, this is for the panel area only. You have to give 10% tolerance area. It means plus 10%. Whatever total area will come, you have to take 10% more of that for clearance between the solar panel as well as the nearby area. Okay, for that you always move. You have to clean or some space will be there between the solar panel. That is also required. So according to that, if we multiply this for 5 kilowatt and 10 to 20, so it will come around the 50 to 60. 10% of we will add, that will be 7 to 8. Like that. Okay, approximate angle. So result is that area required for 5 kilowatt, just calculation I am saying, for grid connected rooftop solar, it should be approximately 50 to 60 square meter for the solar panel. This estimate hold for the host that just we are working for this one that I have given for. It will be applicable for all regions where we want to install this kind of solar. And if shadow is coming, there's something sometimes happens where you have installed some shadow is there. So how you have to cancel that shadow? You have to see the inclination angle as well as the time you are analyzing that one. According to that also you can target the solar, that whatever within the solar panel, whatever shadow is coming, that also you can cancel and you do the calculation. So 3 meter height we have seen that yes it is there, and solar altitude angle on the some days. Okay, in summer I have considered. So 21 particular latitude of the Kolkata. So within that land it will come. This is the formula for calculation to that different calculation from here only I have given. So L equal to H by the height of the obstacle is H, that will come for inclination angle is calculated. So according to that 3 by this come for this 3 meter obstacle on the solar panel, what will be the impact of that shadow? That will be fine. According to that, what will happen? Shadow will come, then solar output will be less. So that calculation also done in the actual installations. So the tool for shadow free calculation that we have to use, we have already tried with the PVC and PV soul, as well as the best tool is the telescopes. It is there for that you can install that for your home also you can plant. Every setting will be there. Then that would be, this is also sometimes very available for 1 month free. And another tool it is there, the RE that is totally free by the MNRE, that you can go there and you can calculate the as per your requirement, what is the requirement, what is the cost, and where and what should be. If you don't know, just give your load requirement according to how much solar is sufficient to. Okay, different tool is there. So some of tool I have given. Like PV soul, PV stage, telescope, and also that widely used for the commercial and the residential planning, that is Homer. Okay, from Homer also I have done this. Okay, so just calculation related to the daily energy generations. If it is we want to calculate, so based on this formula we can calculate just example I have given. So I will just give you the renewable one. This is the calculation rate. This one. So can I skip this one? These are the basic things. So yes, technology selections. For technology selections, this is basically how the structure, the solar structure, the mounting structure, you have to basically decide, and what is the tilt angle, and what is basically first the survey is required. Okay, so based on the survey you have to decide all the things. Yes. So which solar panels you will basically install, and monocrystalline, polycrystalline, or thin film, or which inverter technology you will do. Different inverter, like microinverter, string, or as well as power optimizer if you want to do. The hybrid inverter that is going to be done. So the mounting systems also, that is fixed, adjustable and tracking system. As per the solar, that it is moving from the east to west, and that if it is northward or that is southward, it is basically inclined according to the all technology for the installation. Okay, if you are doing it fixed one, there is no issue. You have to see this parameter and there is limitation that I have already mentioned. If you move to this report. So I will tell you now. Hybrid energy systems. Okay, so hybrid means that yes, more than one systems we are using with the grid for supply of power, that to satisfy the demand, to meet the demands. Yes, that is basically hybrid. HRES integrate two or more than renewable energy resources to meet the demand and improve the reliability and efficiency of the systems. Here, the solar-based HRES typically include the solar photovoltaic panel combined with the renewable other resources. I have considered here the wind one, because the wind and solar both are in complementary nature. Whenever solar will available at that time, what that wind will not available, and it is generally it is seen in different research also, and we also know that the condition what will happen, and generally in the evening time and night time the wind will be. It will depend on the wind potential only. Everywhere is not true in the seasonal conditions. So different goals, that is what is the goal of under the HRES development, that is intelligent natures, and identify the complementary energy resources to ensure the stable power supply. And benefit also low carbon emission, flexibility, cost effective, and increased reliability. That we have given the 2-3 cases, it is there. One cases I will show you related to the energy development. We have the history related to the NIGAS, DOD and energy development. So based on the Homer, so I will show you, this is basically done. You can also use the MNRE software, that RESOFT or REOP you can use. So also another software I have given that in the link also, renewable India also you can utilize to calculate the solar wind for any period. Recently maybe not there, but earlier here it is there based on the annual average data. Raw data is required. So we have seen that we have planned within this Homer, that is this study one, that is for the energy development, that that the geographical location we have given according to the what it is basically depend data of what? Data of the solar radiation, what is availability, wind, as well as what is the temperature it is there. This is based on the annual average. 10, 20, that is whatever you will fix in that Homer according to it. That is also linked on the demand that NASA also provides that data. Okay, but generally they also get from the NASA, so that is more accurate for this study, up to the 90%, 95%. So this study is showing that in this study first we have to generate the data, after that we have to start planning. So the first we have to see the wind as well as the solar intensity. Yes, and solar basically also depend on the temperature, then we have to also see the temperature for planning. So for PV and wind system you want to plan, then we have to see, yes, now we are seeing clearly the average annual that wind speed as well as radiation is sufficient to generate the power. Okay, so it is more than the minimum one, and there also, this one also, and clearance index is also fine. So another software, this is the Homer one that I have done. Another software also I have given, that is Renewable Ninja one, and RES that was I am talking, and that is the Homer. Sensory analysis also you can do within the variation, it means time series analysis with the variation of the radiation, what will be the impact. It means for the annual analysis within the time series for the 8730 hours. If you want to do for the 24 hours, you can do for 24 hours also. Okay.
We say Homer site. What it is available here? I'm already
This one, Homer. Homer also have 2-3 versions, Homer Pro as well as Homer
here the output of the any of the HRES system is available.
Yes, some example it is there. If you want to learn that, go in the example. Some example it is there. They have taken maybe some issue. That is your HIT. You can do something for analysis for your HIT also. You can take all the data for HIT also.
Along with the output of a PV system.
Now, then you have to not. You will get, I'm saying, you will get whatever the potential. Then first you have to see. It means first
temperature and the solar irradiance.
Then you will get, yes, in the HIT, in this location, in our entry, what is the solar radiation status as well as wind. If you want to plan maybe the oriental axis or vertical axis wind turbine, small wind turbine, you can plan. So you can see, yes, this much is sufficient as we have analyzed. I have shown you. And there, yes, we have seen what is called the NIT. We have already done for this one, detailed analysis and published the paper and published paper in the different journals. So for this already my PhD scholars as well as intern scholars have discussed and developed the control strategies. It means CCS as well as it means cycle control strategy and load following strategy. Under this is just I am saying the systems. Under that only how you are managing the energy to distribute or for the economic operation. That is called the control sheet in the hybrid energy system. They have developed the hybrid energy system for as per the intensity of the solar and wind. Okay, so that is the same. So you can also utilize this side renewable energy is only for the raw data generations. You will give locations, it will give solar, radiations, clearance index, temperature, as well as all the so wind speed, wind density, or as well as humidity condition. All data will be available in the renewable.ninja website.
Sorry for interruptions.
MNRE also you will get all the things, and REOP also you will get. Yes.
There is a one site from NASA power data.
NASA power data also you will get.
Also
this Homer is already integrated with NASA as well as MNRE.
Okay. So is there any such kind of website is there which can provide us that in case of those kind of parameters like temperature and the other parameters? No. I'm talking about along with what kind of solar energy or solar power generation is available.
That will provide. Just I am saying, you go and install Homer software, like 2-3 versions, Homer is sufficient for that. Grade or upgrade.
Because NASA is not given that.
No, it will not give. Just plan your system, it will give directly your all data. What is the solar radiation available, what will be the power output.
Okay, and that's I am talking about.
It will give.
Any real time, real data?
Real data, simulated data. It means that will correct up to the 90 to 95%. Actual installation if you do not, but you just practice, maybe in your lab some panel is there, you can just practical for that. This from the Homer, this much is coming, you go on your rooftop, that you see the performance is coming according to that. And that will be correct, maybe 4.3 it is coming, that will maybe come to 3.9. That may have.
Definitely.
So at near about average power I can say for 4 kilowatt it will come in. So this is for the all these tools for the research purpose. So my scholars, my MPhil scholars, PhD scholars are using. I have also used these things. So you can also do. Under that, within the research purpose, if you are targeting that you are for your students purpose, so So you go for the HOMA. You can model your control studies also within that. Different hybrid control studies also, optimizing based control studies also within this HOMA. Okay, so this is dialog box and you have to give the parameter. This is the different, just for example I have included for this for here only. Yes, this is the for example for the system development, how you develop HOMA. This is a superior software and tool to develop commercial as well as residential, all kind of solar panel. Not only solar, wind as well as other also. You can see here these are different, as well as EV also you can include as a load here. EV also you can include. And control strategies, different steps are there within this. You can see different economics parameters as well as you can plan different economic parameters. Economic parameter you can go in the different steps, it will be a different set you can do, and you can modify also your parameter with this just low different values there. Okay, so just what will be the power output calculation in the HOMA? What is the strategy? So this is basically some mathematical modeling. MATLAB also it will do if you just take or you model particular equation, then you have to create a mathematical model within that. So same concept you can get based on this equation. You are giving the irradiations, that is basically what? Yes, this is the irradiation I of t at a particular hour. T is time. At particular time this irradiation IR is there. And this is the standard radiation just below that IRHDC. 1000 for particular per kilowatt it is basically 1000. So here temperature that constant is there, theta particular time temperature, standard temperature 25 degree. Based on these parameters we calculate the output. This is the solar and wind it is there. This is the T. So inside this model it is there. We will calculate according to this equation, mathematical equation. Whatever simulation software that you will do the coding and you have to do the coding according to MATLAB coding or whatever pattern you can according to this formula only, then only your output will come. And simulation you are doing in any software according to this equation. Maybe two, three more other things is there. So based on that, different modified equation also there. But this HOMA utilizes this equations. You can also modify according to your requirement. You are using two diode model of solar, different diode models, or maybe some other model that modified solar model. You can do the modification. Okay, so wind turbine also. Wind turbine normally how it will compute the power. So based on the density as well as rated power, we will not calculate. As well as here additional thing will come hub height. What is the hub height? What is the height of the hub where it is physically installed from the ground? Okay, that is also from I will take the output. This is another equation for wind turbine based on the wind speed. This is another equation. That is another two equations we can model. 2 or 3 also additional equation, hybrid equation also you can model for the. If you have some superior model of the wind turbine, you can model your equations. So take an equation based on the cutting speed, rated speed, and cutout speed. That is second. This is just process. Is how first we have to do the survey, location area is not coming properly, maybe some power in the version that we need. Okay, so here then what we have to select the different. So first is the side you are very okay, we can install renewables here. And what is your load? Then according to load only condition will be higher. So what according to load, if this much load it is, then you can plan your system. Maybe DG, PV, wind, hydrogen, everything you can plan. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the after that for different conditions you can do the analysis. Okay, so based on this electrical case study I have done for these parameters, sample parameter I am giving here, and this load profile for the electrical here I have just what is the output, what is the cost of energy. Earlier it was, yes I am saying this was basically 5.78 when we are taking from the DPC power. After installing that panels, that coming 4.2 per unit, and it will consume per year maybe 5,000 units. Then you see what is the economic impact. So saving here again. just cumulative cash flow within the 25 year that you can plan for maybe 20 year, 25 year, whatever the target years it is there. So you can take your project lifetime and multiply up to the 25 year life of the PV system. Generally it is given in the different specifications. 25 year, 20 year you can also. So just we are at the conclusion stage, that is HRES more beneficial as we have discussed or we know, as well as if we use the grid connected system that is more beneficial in terms of the COE reductions, as well as we are planning different energy systems that will basically reduce the net zero emissions, carbon emissions, as well as different global impacts. Okay, so opportunity related to the, maybe you can understand as per your level, that is there in a different way. New technological development, I think this planning and control algorithm, and PPT algorithm also for hybrid innovation, but not only the solar, the multiple or different hybrid system, maybe 5 systems is there. Then how to use this energy share with EV, and which is there at that time, what will be the MPPT algorithm, maximum power how will achieve from the all 5 resources to manage the system reliability. So environmental consultant as a also it can, business consultant also an opportunity, and emerging hybrid combinations you can also develop in the role of AI. You can also develop and decentralized systems. What is the need of research? So just one point I am doing this, that improve the performance, as we have seen for IBM. We want to improve, or we want to develop, or just we want to do the scaling from whatever IT system there, we want to modify our system. So we want to improve the performance technique to accurately predict it, whatever load is there, we can manage properly in reliable manner, and the reliability integrating them to other conventional resources also. So that is just objectives. Thank you. So if you have any query, you can ask now, otherwise any help with it if it is required. One, two queries for also, they are working in different areas from HID electrical department. Just I have done discussions what they are doing. I visited also. So I have also given initially this area, they are working in different areas, working in different areas. Okay, that not matter, but if some help is there and we are ready, you can discuss anything. If you are ready for a query, anything you can discuss. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, for developing a faithful, is there any site is there that they will provide us the parameters, input parameters like temperature and the solar radiance and all those kind of things? And apart from those kind of things, output of the PV cells. I'm talking about the real time. Real time means it's not a simulation based that we are putting all those parameters in equations and getting the value.
Actual data you will not, but accurate data. I'm saying accurate data you can do.
Because if actual is there,
I'm saying virtual lab is there. Within that, yes, so solar simulator is there, but that is also virtual. As a
correct.
And I'm saying another emulator. If you have emulator, solar emulator. Emulator is also not exactly solar emulator, when emulator is coming. That is also not
real data. Can I get in real data from any of the solar power plant?
हाँ सर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ सर अभी बात कर रहा हूँ
Can I get a data from any of the solar power plant?
Yes sir, you can get, generally in annual reports you will not get exactly that data ready sir, but if they will provide an annual report you can get the annual report. This is right.
Annual report, it will be either monthly or monthly basis.
Sir, you can request. I am not sure they will give. I am not sure.
That's the problem.
Sir, for concrete system or
yes, sir.
in the case of net metering,
yes,
how frequency synchronization is being done?
sir,
Because you see, when a power comes from thermal power, it maintains a frequency. Let us consider a band, fluctuation with a very narrow band, and the power which is being produced in your home through solar or wind.
That always.
So there will be always,
mismatching.
mismatching of frequency. How it is being done?
Sir, actually mismatching basically we just see the synchronization of the grid for that through the inverter. First we will see initially we will not synchronize. That switch is there, that coupling switch is there. We will see the solar from the solar, the commissioning is done before the commissioning. We see the solar panel, what is the solar panel output. We will see that all displayed within the inverter only. Yes, this much is coming, what is the frequency? Yes, what is the frequency? Frequency is already there. Then only we will synchronize so the switch, grid connected switch is there, then only we will connect. You will see total approximately 50.1, 50.15 it is there within that. If till that will not come, we will not synchronize. Maybe some technical issues there, maybe some component is faulty.
The question is means when two power is coming, suppose there is a detector, and which power will be carried forward to the load side?
Will carry forward, sir. That is also through the
Suppose in a certain real time, at t equals to t1, say, you are getting 50 hertz from the thermal power plant or grid. So it's a good power generation. And suddenly, because of functioning or anything, the wind power or the solar power which you are getting, it is giving say 49 hertz. So it's a clearly a mismatch. So, which power will be carried forward to the load side?
Sir, if it is mismatch more than the 2% or 3%, then control will not work. That will detect that this is whatever it is. If this is already done, we have done the setting in that. If it is mismatching less than that, our
2%,
then only it will work and synchronize. Whatever power it is from the renewable energy side, more power it is there, then it will go to whatever category it is there, it will go to the grid. Otherwise,
I'm not talking about power actually.
okay, and I understand. So that is the answer, sir. It is controller setting. With that you can 2% not more than the 3% frequency for the frequency. So that is the thing. It is done in the
Even in the grid side, same thing is done.
Grid side?
Grid side.
That is monitored. It is done. Yeah, display is there. Then only your synchronized switch is
We read something.
Grid
They are
connect.
saying they are using two specifically they have mentioned. One is phase lock loop.
Yes, that will compare the frequencies.
Same.
Yeah.
But it has to wait till it comes to the camera.
It
takes some time actually.
That is basically under that is also under the control setting, sir. Okay. Anything else?
Sir, in the rooftop, grid-connected rooftop solar panel, in that case you know that 15 to 20% efficiency is there in the solar panel. But sir, I think that is for the monocrystalline panel.
Yes.
But sir, why can't it is possible? Why it is not? It is very good that it should be.
According to technology, also your output will be different. You know the property of the solar panel.
But sir, if we go for a polycrystalline panel, then what could be the possible problems that might occur that we are not using if we are risking for the monocrystalline?
So I have that as per my knowledge, that will be also vary, will not very much vary. You will see efficiency also not very much vary. Okay, if you are just for example, I am saying you are taking from that monocrystalline and polycrystalline, that is maybe 2 to 3% difference is there in the efficiency. Similar relevant difference is there 2 to 5% maximum. Relevant difference there in that not much difference. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Distortion.
Thank you, sir, for such an enlightening session, and thank you, participants, for your active engagement in this session. In today's session, Dr. Ashish Kumar Ghore highlighted how solar energy, with its abundance and environmental benefits, serve as a foundation for sustainable energy solutions. The session explored various configurations of hybrid renewable energy systems, such as combination of solar power with wind, biomass, battery storage, and even diesel generators. We learned about the performance, cost effectiveness, energy efficiency, and environmental impacts of this system, along with the importance of factors like geographical location, load demand, and energy storage in determining optimal design. Dr. Ghore emphasized that while solar-based hybrid systems present unique challenges, they offer tremendous potential to meet diverse energy demands while minimizing environmental impacts. This comprehensive analysis provides a valuable framework for future implementation, helping to shape a more resilient and sustainable energy infrastructure. I would like to thank Dr. Bore for sharing his expertise and igniting meaningful discussion on this crucial topic. Now, as we come to the close of today's insightful session, it's time to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Bore for his invaluable contribution. To do so, I would like to invite Dr. Oshin Haldar, Assistant Professor of AEI Department, to present a token of appreciation to Sir. Thank you, sir. I would also like to invite Dr. Saurabh Kumar Mondol, Assistant Professor of AEI Department, to present a memento to Sir as a lasting symbol of our gratitude for his time and expertise. Sir, we are truly grateful for your session today, and we thank you once again for sharing your invaluable insights with us. With this note, we conclude this session. I would like to invite everyone to join us for a photography session to mark this wonderful event. Thank you. Participants, please come for the photography session.
Hey.